Are you tired of chasing life? Are you feeling like no matter how hard you try, life seems just out of reach? That success, love, or fulfillment, no matter how close, slips through your fingers the harder you grasp it? You hustle, you plan, you push, yet satisfaction never arrives. You begin to wonder, am I doing something wrong? This feeling isn't failure. It's a quiet message from your deeper self, nudging you to stop running and ask, is there another way to live? One where life doesn't feel like a relentless chase? Instead of running after opportunities, imagine cultivating an energy that naturally draws them to you. Alignment, clarity, and presence can unlock abundance far more effectively than effort alone. This is the path from chasing to attracting, and it begins within. The problem of chasing. When scarcity shapes your life, chasing begins in the mind, rooted in not enough. There's never enough love, recognition, money, or time, so you push harder, strain more, and worry constantly. That belief shapes everything: your thoughts, actions, and even how you experience the world. When you chase, your body carries tension, and your mind carries anxiety. Challenges feel heavier. You may criticize, blame, anticipate problems, and struggle to enjoy what you already have. Life becomes a treadmill you cannot stop running on, no matter how exhausted you feel. Chasing is like trying to fill a bucket with a hole at the bottom. You pour energy, effort, and attention into the bucket, but it never fills. Milestones come and go, yet satisfaction remains just beyond reach. This tension blocks abundance. You are constantly reactive, never receptive. You may achieve, but each achievement feels fleeting. Energy scattered by worry, comparison, and pressure is energy that cannot attract the opportunities, people, and experiences that would naturally flow to you. The power of attracting. Energy alignment. Now imagine the opposite of chasing. Imagine a state where life starts moving toward you instead of you constantly running toward it. Attraction is not fantasy, nor is it passive daydreaming. It is energy alignment. When your inner world, your beliefs, your emotions, your intentions is coherent and calm, life responds in surprising and effortless ways. Opportunities begin to show up. People begin to appear. The right ideas arrive at the exact moment you need them. It's like tuning a radio. When the frequency is slightly off, all you hear is static. No matter how high you turn up the volume, the noise never becomes music. But when the frequency aligns perfectly, the melody flows through with absolute clarity. Your energy works the same way. When you're out of alignment, everything feels like static, confusion, chaos, tension. When you tune your inner world, abundance begins to flow with a natural ease, almost as if it was waiting for you to settle into the right frequency. Alignment doesn't mean you stop acting or striving. It means you cultivate an emotional environment where action flows from clarity rather than fear. Think of it like standing in a calm harbor, adjusting your sail with focus and intention instead of paddling frantically through violent waves. And this difference between frantic effort and aligned action is perfectly illustrated by the story of two male runners preparing for the same race. Both have trained for years. Both share the same dream: to win. Their dedication is nearly identical. Their discipline is equally impressive, but their energy could not be more different. One runner practices with anxious determination. Every training session is fueled by fear of losing, fear of disappointing others, fear of not being enough. Even on the starting line, his mind is crowded with comparison, doubt, and the panic of what might go wrong. His energy is scattered. He is chasing victory. The other runner trains with a calm conviction. He shows up every day with consistency and focus, not because he fears losing, but because he trusts the process. His faith in himself is strong and steady. He visualizes the win, not to cling to it, but because he believes in his preparation. When he steps onto the starting line, his energy is grounded, his mind is clear, and his confidence radiates quietly. He is attracting victory. They run the same race, but the experience is entirely different. One is running from fear, the other is running from alignment. This is the essence of attraction. It isn't about luck or talent. It's about the energy you cultivate within. Those who achieve great things do not chase every opportunity. They embody a vibration that pulls the right opportunities toward them. Stop chasing. Start attracting. The shift from chasing to attracting is subtle, yet life-altering. Chasing pushes life away even as you strain to hold on to it. It carries the sharp scent of urgency, this anxious belief that if you don't cling tightly enough, everything will slip through your fingers. Chasing feels like stepping into a battlefield. You enter with tension in your shoulders, armor strapped tight, bracing for threats that may not even exist. Every step feels like a fight. Every goal becomes an enemy to conquer. You advance, but the cost is heavy. The battlefield mindset doesn't just drain your energy, it hardens your heart. It convinces you that life is hostile and that abundance must be wrestled from its grip. Attracting, in contrast, feels like tending a garden. A gardener does not charge at the bees, butterflies, or birds. She does not swing her arms frantically, shouting for growth or rushing the blooms. Instead, she prepares the soil, plants seeds with intention, waters consistently, pulls weeds gently, and nurtures the conditions that allow life to flourish naturally. This is the essence of attraction. You become the garden in which abundance can grow. You are the environment that life responds to, not through force, but through steady attention, care, and alignment. Opportunities arrive, ideas blossom, and connections form because the conditions you create are fertile. The energy you cultivate, calm, clarity, gratitude, joy, attracts life effortlessly, just as a well-tended garden draws bees, butterflies, and birds. Stopping the chase doesn't mean abandoning your dreams. It means releasing desperation. It means choosing clarity over panic, presence over urgency, and intention over force. You no longer need to wrestle for every result. Instead, you tend your inner garden and abundance grows in response to the conditions you provide. Step 1. Forge inner alignment. Abundance begins within. Your outer life mirrors the state of your inner world. When your thoughts, beliefs, and actions move in harmony, life unfolds with a natural ease. But when they clash, when the mind says one thing, the heart feels another, and your actions point in a third direction, friction appears. Blocks form. Struggle becomes your default. Picture a musician tuning an instrument. Each string must vibrate in perfect resonance. Only then does music emerge effortlessly, carrying clarity and beauty. Your energy is that instrument. Your beliefs and actions are the strings. When you tune them into alignment, life becomes the music you were meant to play, not forced, not strained, but naturally expressed. Steve Jobs embodied this principle. He didn't chase trends, he created them. His alignment with his vision was so strong, so internally coherent, that he wasn't seeking validation, applause, or outside direction. He trusted the quiet authority of his own intuition. Every decision, every product, every risk he took came from that deep-rooted clarity about what mattered most. And because he lived from that center, the right people, resources, and opportunities moved toward him almost magnetically. His influence wasn't accidental. It was the natural consequence of consistent, deliberate alignment with his core values. Inner alignment requires reflection and honesty. Ask yourself, what do I truly value? Where does my energy feel scattered? What parts of me are pulling in opposite directions? When you tune your inner world, your outer world responds in ways that feel almost uncanny. Challenges no longer derail you. Opportunities begin to find you. Alignment becomes the invisible foundation of attraction, the quiet architecture beneath every form of abundance you will ever create. Step 2. Detach from craving. Detachment is not indifference or giving up desire. It is releasing the desperate need for a specific outcome. Clinging contracts your energy, creating tension that repels the very opportunities you seek. Detachment allows you to act fully, yet with freedom from outcome, opening space for life to respond. Imagine a sculptor shaping stone. He has a vision of the form within, but he does not strike blindly or with force. Each strike is deliberate, measured, responsive. Too much pressure chips away beauty. Too little, and nothing emerges. He works in harmony with the stone, letting its natural structure guide him, while expressing his intention with care. The form emerges from balance, patience, and presence, not from desperate effort. This is the essence of detachment. Desire remains, but it does not dominate or constrict. Energy becomes expansive, like an open sky, ready to hold synchronicities, opportunities, and inspiration. The paradox is profound. The more we try to force life, the more resistance we meet. The more we act from calm and clarity, the more life aligns effortlessly with our intentions. Detachment is the art of allowing abundance to find you, rather than pushing for it blindly. Step 3. Take consistent, purposeful action. Alignment and detachment are not excuses for inaction. Attraction requires action, but action that is deliberate, consistent, and purposeful. Random effort scattered in all directions produces little. Focused, repeated effort, aligned with intention, compounds into extraordinary results. Bruce Lee mastered martial arts not through scattered practice, but by perfecting one technique thousands of times. Steve Jobs refined products relentlessly, discarding distractions, aligning every decision with his vision. Their success was not a result of frantic chasing, but of consistent, purposeful action. Consistency transforms inner alignment into tangible outcomes. Without it, attraction remains abstract, a concept rather than lived experience. With consistent action, the universe can respond because energy and effort are now focused, intentional, and precise. Purposeful action requires clarity. Know what matters most, and invest your energy there. Avoid busy work that carries no meaning or alignment. By combining consistent, deliberate effort with inner harmony and detachment, you create the conditions in which abundance naturally flows toward you. It is where intention meets reality, quietly but powerfully. Step 4. Focus and ignore the noise. The world is full of distractions. Opinions, urgencies, trends, and social pressures pull at your attention constantly. Focus, the ability to concentrate on what truly matters, is one of the most powerful tools for attracting abundance. Socrates exemplified this principle. He ignored the clamor of popularity, the demands of conformity, and the noise of the crowd. He devoted his life to inquiry and reflection, focusing on truth and understanding his clarity allowed him to act decisively and attract insight that resonates across centuries. Focus requires courage. It demands saying no to what is irrelevant, resisting short-term temptation, and prioritizing your energy toward what aligns with your values and vision. Concentrated energy is magnetic. Scattered energy is diffuse and ineffective. Think of your mind as a lens. The clearer and more focused the lens, the brighter and sharper the light it projects. By cutting through distraction and concentrating on the essential, you create a powerful field of energy that attracts people, opportunities, and experiences that resonate with your purpose. Focus is both a discipline and a form of inner alignment that amplifies all other steps toward abundance. Step 5. Cultivate gratitude and joy. Abundance is not something you chase. It is not a prize you wrestle into your hands. Instead, it is a natural visitor, drawn to the internal climate you create. The energy you cultivate, your thoughts, feelings, and presence, sets the weather of your life. When your inner world is dominated by fear, scarcity, or frustration, the climate is stormy. Opportunities struggle to take root, and even the things you desire most feel just out of reach. But when you consciously cultivate gratitude and joy, you change the atmosphere. Gratitude acts like the gentle morning sun, clearing the fog of complaint and reminding you of what is already present, enough, and working in your life. Joy is the nourishing rain, softening tension, fueling creativity, and allowing your actions to flow naturally rather than out of panic or urgency. You don't need to push life into alignment. You simply create a favorable climate within yourself. When your energy is clear, warm, and steady, the external world responds. Opportunities, connections, and experiences arrive without force. They are drawn to the environment you maintain. Gratitude transforms ordinary effort into presence. It shifts your attention from what's missing to what is abundant here and now. Joy gives your actions vitality. It makes your work, learning, and daily choices feel alive and intentional rather than mechanical or anxious. Together, they ensure your inner weather is conducive to growth, creation, and attraction. Consistently tending this climate through gratitude, attention, and joyful presence anchors your energy. It allows life to flow toward you instead of away from you. You no longer chase or push. Instead, you create the conditions for abundance to thrive. And in doing so, you live from a place of alignment, clarity, and peace. The bloom of alignment. Chasing creates exhaustion, tension, and a sense of scarcity. When you push and grasp, life feels heavy, and even success can feel fleeting. Attraction, on the other hand, arises from inner alignment, from clarity, calm, consistent action, focus, detachment, and the deliberate cultivation of gratitude and joy. When your internal climate is balanced, opportunities, relationships, and experiences respond naturally, as if drawn to the conditions you've created. Challenges will still appear. They are part of life, but they no longer shake your foundation. Instead, they become markers, signals, and invitations. Each challenge tests your alignment, offering a chance to respond with presence, creativity, and calm. Your energy is steady. Your choices are deliberate. You move with life rather than against it. Imagine your inner world as a carefully maintained climate. When the weather is chaotic, storms dominate every action. When it is steady, clear, warm, receptive, life flows toward you effortlessly. You no longer need to struggle upstream, chasing outcomes or forcing circumstances to bend in your favor. The choice to align your energy, cultivate a receptive, internal climate, and act from clarity rather than desperation. That choice is the true beginning of abundance. It is the moment you stop exhausting yourself in pursuit and start allowing life to respond naturally to the conditions you've created. Abundance is not something to capture. It is the natural consequence of a mind and heart in harmony with themselves and the world around them. The moment to claim your alignment is now. If this wisdom resonates with you, please like this video and subscribe to join us on the path of conscious living.